Hello everyone, and welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.02 version 7. This is your broadcaster Farron, and today's game is going to be once again our return to the September 2018 Stonewain Valley 2 vs 2 tournament. We'll be looking at game 2 of that second bracket in the semifinals. The first game did go to MattysMirks and S.S.B there. So spawning in the back eastern corner or western corner side of the map is going to be MattysMirks as the royal green as he always is. Is going to be Elves. He's going to be supporting S.S.B in front. It is going to be the orange Isengard for him. Their opponents on the eastern side of the map, it is going to be in the back spawning as the yellow Angmar is going to be dark or Solas as we know there. S.S.B spawning in as BraBox is spawning in as the Men of the West. He's going to be in the front, actually, usually darker than the back front there. He's going to be spawning in as the light blue Men of the West. As you can see there, S.S.B did go for the Palantir power there, and you can see he signaled there and then let him know that he's going to be placing it. He placed it right there, and he was asking whether probably he should potentially go for which signaling, which base he wanted to spy on. MattysMirks should go for the heal power to start with. BraBox has not picked a power at the moment, and Solas has gone for the Fell Wind power. Theoden is out for BraBox, as well as I would expect Boromir. Yes, there's going to be Boromir working on that cave troll over there. And Theoden will ride out and take the outpost. However, here comes S.S.B with his pikemen to counter, and they will potentially take that right back. Walder and Boromir out for Solas. I would assume he's gone. Actually, he did not go for Flame to Darkness. So they will be out fast, but they will be a little bit more expensive to recruit there. Actually, this pike's not going to be going for that single fire. You do have Lurtz out for S.S.B, as he is a very crucial hero to any Isengard build and any Isengard gameplay. You need Lurtz. He is very powerful, very well-rounded all around. A Legolas out for MattysMirks there, as it was in the second game, or that first game. He would have worked on the troll and then walk right past it to work on the fire drake there. Morgrimir and Hwaldar are gonna finish off that cave troll there with the help of some Axors off of this Hall of the King's Men. Second one going up there. It looks like Solas is gonna potentially go into the this hill over here with the outpost, but he will potentially run away. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. Legolas or Solas is working off this fire drake. We'll complete it. The crossbow's now taking the outpost over there instead of the pikes. I'm not sure what that was for. Lurtz did go up to level 2, I believe, almost level 3 actually, from taking out that cave troller and actually have a first engagement. Those crosses will take the single fire, but Solas will immediately begin to take it back, and he will begin to finish it off. Morgrimir and Hwaldar almost at the level 3 actually now over there. Looks like some Rohan peasants out for BraBox. Theoden will charge into those pikes and run right back, as he does not want to engage that. I think those pikes will be taking the experience there. However, the lair has not been creeped at all. There's some Mythlon sentries down the field for MattysMirks. There's some lumber mills in the back over here. It is when you have a good and an evil faction, you want to have your evil faction putting lumber mills all around his allies' base in the back, so he will be able to take advantage of that safe area to use the lumber mills. Looks like Solas is actually going to creep still over here. He's going to take the cave troll and take the loot as well as the experience. Level 3 for Morgrimir, level 3 for Hwaldar. He does have that brigandage. A hawk shot for Legolas. He's going to go up to level 2 though only. He's only up to level 2 so far. So he did not take out either of those layers there. BraBox actually pushing up the hill here. He does go into defensive mode. He does not use his shield wall formation actually. Might want to do that here. They will take 33% less damage, or actually they'll have 33% more armor. Lurtz, however, stuffing it from the back. These archers are going to engage some Lorien archers from MattysMirks. Looks like S.S.B did take the outpost here, but BraBox will have some Gunner Knights trying to work it down. They will, but they will engage some pikes hidden in these trees over here. Solas now has taken this outpost, as you can see, for that push over here. We missed it. He will take the outpost, and he did take out the fire drake. However, look at these Mythlon. Maybe he'll take out the outpost. Actually, I think it will stay up over here with Axors, providing 4 resources off of each kill there. Another hawk shot from Legolas, picking up a few units. I think it is an AoE damage over there. Theoden is up to level 2. At level 4, he will get that King's Great Favorability, which is very useful for these Gondor Knights, which he does need to have regen, as they will take damage over time when they go on harassing missions. Lots of loring archers here for MattysMirks. He's going to try and just hold them off here, hold off the melee attack while the archers work on all these units. But these midfalls are just dying so fast. These 3 axe throwers, 4 axe thrower battalions here. 5 actually. There's just so many I just couldn't count them. S.S.B, yeah, we're going to flank around, try and cut off Solas' escape. You might want to block this hill off. If he can cut off Solas' army here, he can take it out, and that would be a major blow, as you'd be able to have basically a 2 versus 1 situation there, with Solas having no army on the field at the moment. However, here comes Solas coming in from the side to pincer on actually BraBox or S.S.B there. The army is going to take a lot of damage as that hawkshot took out a majority of those axe throwers there. Actually, I think all the axe throwers are going to go down. Mortimer, level 4, is going to get pinned there. The Berserker's going to work on him. But for some reason, I think it's because he's in defensive mode maybe. He's not able to strike back. And Legos, I think, will pick up the level up of that up to level 4 there. Does have his Night Fighter ability now. It looks like these pikes are going to try and go and sneak in, do some harassing over here. But it looks like with that attack there, MattysMirks and S.S.B did manage to cut off Solas' army and finish it off. So Solas is currently without an army at the moment. I think he is going to be pumping them. Yes, he is pumping them out of these Halls of the King's Men. Sorry about touching the mic right there. However, there is the cavalry from Theoden for BraBox harassing in the back here. Going to pick off a couple of Lorien archers here. Might be able to take out the siege works, but I don't think so. It's not at level 2 yet, though. Maybe going to find some farms over here. Might want to move on from this farm as they're a little bit too close still to those pikes and the archers, and they will begin to work them off. They've been taking out some of those laborers in a bit of a war crime over there, actually. It looks like S.S.B still has taken back the single firing mill, so it's been heavily contested this game so far. He has rebuilt his outpost over here, and MattysMirks actually took this outpost on the northern side. It is at very low health though, so it could easily be knocked down by this cavalry from BraBox. And actually, the cavalry from BraBox both running for each other. They both pinned and gonna run into the pikes over there. I'm not sure what he was doing right there. May have been a misclick or a lack of micromanagement. Waldar gonna be pinned now. Mortimer did fall, and now Waldar I think is gonna be in danger of falling. He's pinned, and Tomato Lurch is in front. I don't think he's gonna be in defensive, but he's not gonna be able to strike back, and that's gonna be Waldar as well. So it looks like Solas is gonna lose both of his heroes there, and that's gonna be a major blow. As he's gonna have to rebuild them both. He just, I believe, got the Flames of Darkness ability there. He's gonna need that, as those heroes will be coming back slower as they are leveled, as well as they will be cheaper, however, from the Flames of Darkness, as well as the fact that they are being revived instead of initially built. Warhammer now level 3 uses his Horn of Gondor on these troops here. They will be carrying on fear, and actually I think the Berserker is affected by that as well. I did not know that. And actually I think he struck these Lorien archers all the way up here. So that has quite a large radius, as you can see. It went from all the way around there. Solas kind of been out of the game for a little bit right here with the loss of his army over there. I think he's going to be able to come back in with a large Rudar force over here. He does have Road Rush in the field. I think that is what he was investing in. BraBox are fighting 2 armies over here on his own, and he's not going to be able to hold, even if he does have superior numbers. He did, however, take the outpost in the southern side of the map. And here goes Solas, kind of revealing his army, a little bit of his army over there, and going to take that outpost in the north. But here comes MattysMirks. I think he's moving over to reinforce this northern side of their base. And it looks like the cavalry from BraBox, more knights out. What level is Theoden? Theoden is level 3, so he's not really close to that glorious charge ability. BraBox, now having a level 2 barracks, is gonna start pumping out tower guards out of that. I would love to see Solas upgrade one of these Hall of the King's Men. Start investing maybe in higher tier units. It looks like Solas actually is going to be retreating a little bit back here after taking the outpost, trying to get reinforced his position here. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. However, this push from S.S.B looks like it's not really going to work, but it does manage to actually pick up. Where is Lurtz in there? Lurtz, can't tell if he just used his cripple ability because they were there in the front there. He did go down, and I wonder if he was crippled there and forced to take all the damage from the pikes there. Actually, now that the list is out for that siege works, it did go up to level 2, I believe. It would have to for that siege list to be out, and they will start working off these farms from a distance. However, we're here now out of a level 2 stables, with all the pikes worked off by these rangers from the level 2 archery range, are gonna make able to make short work of all those remaining crossbows. And now the siege bosses are in danger, as well as Lurtz, who is in very low health. I think Lurtz might just go down here. We're here, however, kind of glitching a little bit. But Solas now on the backside is going to be able to maybe engage. I don't think so. But Lurtz taking that flanking damage, and I think he will go down right here to these Rohirrim. And that's going to be a bit of a blow, as he's going to have to rebuild him. And he now has no hero in the field. Might want to invest in potentially Wormtongue, as he is a powerful at dealing with enemy heroes. He does have that backstab ability, as well as the corroded leech if he gets high enough level. This Berserker now leveling up off of these axe throwers here. Boromir, however, not really doing anything about it. Might want to go engage. And here in the north, you have MattysMirks versus Solas up around this outpost. I think Glorfindel's going to work it down, and they might want to get out of there, but I don't think he is. His axe throwers are going to deal high damage. Might just barely retreat. Actually, a heal goes down to save him. This Ballista is taking out those tower guards who just took the outpost again. I believe S.S.B did take it, but more Berserkers there, and the tower guards are just going to get massacred here. S.S.B now has this entire hill surrounded from both sides. Take out the farm and the basin of the valley there. It looks like MattysMirks actually did take the signal fire in the middle. And Solas gonna be pushing a little bit back, pushing back a little bit here, but actually gonna lose most of his troops. They are, again, weak troops, that, especially without Hwaldar in the field. They do not have that bonus. And so with the weaker troops, he's not really been able to deal with all these archers. Some sorcerers back in the field for Solas. He's gone for that Will of Souls, so he is going to be investing in the sorcerer strategy once again. I would love to see him invest in the level 3 Temple of Twilight and the Corpse Rain, as it is very powerful kind of army killer, as it were. Tom Bombadil being summoned by BraBox, though, he's up to the level 10 power point. And he will Sonic Song all of those Urks, the crossbows and the pikes. And I think these Rohirrim are going to survive, as well as the Gondor Knights. However, more pikes coming in, so they're going to be rendered rather useless in this engagement over here. Boromir and Hwaldar now back in the field. Looks like Glorfindel a little bit overextended. I think he's going to be able to retreat there, but the sorcerers are going to cast Well of Souls, I think. I'm not sure which ability they did cast right there, but they're going to lose most of the units. They're going to retreat off of there. Morgul Blade going down on Legolas. He's going to activate Nightfighter ability, but the White Summon level 15 for Solas. I think Legolas is going to go down here. However, Rogue actually took it down, so that is a huge blow, as Legolas is only 2,500, while Rogue is 3,000. Black Ice now going down on this force over here from the sorcerers. The Whites now pushing up the ramp maybe a little bit here. Actually, BraBox thing is going to help push with Solas up this ramp. Lurtz now back in the field for S.S.B, but he is kind of leaving his base a little bit undefended. Boromir a little bit overextended, needs to retreat. Does have that Horn of Gondor placed down to get himself in a little bit less danger with all those troops unable to attack him. But the axe thrower is now pushing up for Solas, and S.S.B is not really there to do anything about it. He's now getting more units in the field, but he's kind of engaged in the southern side of the field. And those Whites are going to start doing work, I think, if they don't time out soon. They're going to take out this farm, which is almost level 3, actually, as well as Morgmir up to level 5. He does have that Morgul play that you saw. He used it on Lotus like there. Level 5 Nepper Walter, he does have the Summon Hillman ability. As you saw, as the ant in the field, there is a Treebeard there. If there are other ants able to get in the field, they will get that plus 15% speed, plus 100% armor when near him. However, with all these axe throwers, I think this ant isn't going to go down. Might want to unqueue that. And actually, it will go down. It's 133 resources to Solas there. I think it was because they had the Brigandage ability there. However, there are some ballistas up on the second level of the base here. We're going to start firing and take out a lot of those Hillmen there. Once again, not a very powerful unit, as they are only made so by this buff over here. And if they're out of range of that, they are not very powerful, as well as they are just not very tanky at all. The Black Ice and the Sorcerers going down, they don't have enough units to be able to cast that Well of Souls. Hwaldar is pinned, but I think Lurtz and these Berserkers are not really going to be able to deal with that at the moment, as Morgmir is still there. Well, he's kind of a little bit damaged. Actually, Hwaldar able to get out of there as that cripple shot does time out just barely in time, and with BraBox now pushing on the south side, he's going to maybe be able to make some headway. I don't know if he's going to take out this farm. It's halfway to level 3. Lots of tower guards in here in defensive mode, but the Ant is doing work in the back because it is able to take out those Flaming Rangers from afar. And these Merkwoods now in the field for MattysMirks. They're out of a level 2 barracks there. And actually, Lurtz now going a little bit overextended as Hwaldar and Morgmir now push back on him. Some Actors coming in to support. And I think he's going to try maybe push there, but there is the pin once again from Lurtz. But with the forces here, he might be able to protect him as he is pinned there. The Axes in the back maybe want to target down that tree right over there. I believe they will do extra damage because they are axes, and you know, axes help against trees, right? However, Hwaldar will go down there actually to all these Merkwoods. They're going to take him out. And with that, I think Solas might want to retreat here before he loses everything he has. BraBox with a massive army sitting at home. He has 3 battalions of Rohirrim as well as Theoden on the field. Theoden, what is he? I think he might have just gone back on the field. If I can click him, he's level 4 though. He does have that King's Favor ability. I kind of just talked a little bit right there, just non-stop. Glorfin up to level 4 has been Morgul bladed, but he will survive. And with all these Merkwoods here, I think they're going to be able to pick off and hold this area here. So it's kind of a stalemate in the northern side of the map here. All these ballistas now from S.S.B. You're going to push up the middle, going to be able to range on this tower that was put up there by BraBox to protect the ramp. And the cavalry there, with the pikes all around it, the cavalry not going to be able to do much about it. They're going to try and go in the back there, but they're going into a well-placed pike battalion there, and it will be able to take out a large portion of several battalions. They are, however, going to get through, and I think they're going to try and take out this level 2 siege works would be a good choice. Actually, they're going to ignore it and go for the maybe a farm or the I think they're going to go for a almost level 3 furnace there. It looks like MattysMirks and Solas are going to engage in the north side. There's going to be a Wildman summon or Crewman summon from Solas there on all those archers there. There's a white summon there as well. I think Legolas might be in a little bit of danger there, but Rogash is not going to be able to engage. He's going to have to retreat. He's at level 5 though, does have that leap ability. There is a Watcher going down on this massive army as well as Tom Bombadil. The army of BraBox has been Watchered, and Tom Bombadil is here, as well as there's going to be a white summon. I'm not sure what that white summon over there was then. It might have been the Sorcerer's Well of Souls ability, as that was the white summon right here. I mean, we did see some whites over there. Theoden and his Rohirrim in the back now going to be able to take out a level 3 farm, I believe, here. Glorfin, however, going to come in there, try and take some of them out. But not going to be able to time, I don't think, to save this level 3 farm. Solas not coming from the north, going to be able to potentially save his ally. There is a, actually, there's a Witch King in the field, not a hero you often see in this game. But that Soul Freeze actually is cast on the units themselves, so these sorcerers freeze themselves. So the irony right there. They are unable to take damage, but they are unable to do anything either. Rogash a little bit pinned, and those Mercs are going to start working him down. However, Solas is going to try and move in and engage him. Especially with that Witch King level 2 now, does have that Dredge Wrath ability. Might want to retreat though, as he is in front of all his pikes. And actually, the Sorcerer's going to catch the Soul Freeze once again. And with those troops frozen, the Witch King is going to take out Lurtz over there. And once again, he's gonna fall and have to be rebuilt in that field over there. Solas right over here, kind of retreating, doesn't now have the troops to engage this force here, especially now that it's unfrozen. Actually, I think the texture did remain from the freezing, did remain on them. That's a little funny Easter egg right there. Solas, I don't think he's gone for any higher level Hall of King's Men, so he's gone a level 2 one right here, so he could potentially have some black Numenorians in the field. Might want to invest in the level 3 for those Dark Rangers to counter these Merkwoods over here. However, they are not the Merkwoods still outclass the Dark Rangers. It would be good to have an elite unit on the field. Legolas are using his arrow wind on his army from BraBox, dealing massive damage to all of those units. But it looks like Legolas is going to go down to Morgulmir there, and he's going to go up to level 7. Does have that Dark Glory ability. Now would be a good time, an excellent time to invest in those Dark Black Numenorians, as they would gain, they would take advantage of that buff from Dark Glory. I'm not sure if the Dark Rangers count as Dark Unidane for Morgulmir's Dark Glory, but that would be very useful to have them buff there. Now it's like S.S.B and MattysMirks are kind of closing in, actually, kind of pinning Solas and BraBox into their base here. And actually, I did not see it is the fort of BraBox that went down right there. I think that's going to be a major blow there, as he's going to have to rebuild out. I think there's going to be a bit of pushback here with Solas' heroes in the front here. If he can take out this army from MattysMirks, that would be an excellent push. And actually, the cavalry from BraBox is going to do some more harass. Maybe picking out these ballistas in the back here, as the ballistas are proving quite effective. Actually, they're going to go and they're going to start trying trampling all these troops from MattysMirks. There are too many Mythlons in the field though. Might want to engage in their arrow mode to pick them off from a distance if they can. But I don't know actually if they want to do that, as there is the Merkwoods in the back, which will outclass their damage by far. Solas signaling about this outpost here, and rather than take it, BraBox is going to be knocking it down there. BraBox does have the production, or at least the unit capacity on the field to be able to push back, but he doesn't have his fortress, so he will not have access to that power tree actually. He's going to try and move in with some tower guards here, but they're not going to really be very effective, especially with that, as you can see, a level 2 clan sitting on the field for S.S.B. Does have the Wildman axe throwers, so they will be able to, they are the elite archer unit for Isengard, and they do deal also bonus damage to flyers versus flyers. However, that is not very useful in this situation, as Angmar nor Men of the West have flyers. And Solas still on these Thrallmaster summons. I think he really needs to be investing in these higher tier units, as he can spam off of these units for quite a while, but they will just die so easily to these elves, especially, and they will just be feeding power points to their opponents. And it looks like S.S.B. is going to corner the remaining army for Solas and take it out. Rogue is up to level 6, level 7, he will gain that Rage in the North ability. Level 8 for Morgmir would love to see that Ruin ability being used in the Fortress. Waldar, I believe he is up to level 7, and Witch King right there, if I can select him one of these days. He's at level 4, he does have his Moral Corruption ability, which is essentially a Morgul Blade that Morgmir has there. Actually, while there's something going on, all these Merkwoods here, looks like potentially there could be a pushback here. MattysMirks could lose all of his archer corps here, and that would be a very big, very huge blow. Especially with these glorious charged Rohirrim there, 4 battalions, I believe. 3 or 4 battalions going to charge through all of these units, and actually that is going to be basically the army of MattysMirks lost. That is going to be a huge blow, as Elves do rely on that snowball of archers to be able to push through and win. And with all their units destroyed, he really has to start the snowball all over again. He just has a Mythlon battalion here, and then the Ents still alive. So with that pushback, I think actually BraBox's fort is gonna, or BraBox is gonna be safe. He does have a builder, so he can rebuild. I'm not sure where he's gonna rebuild that fort actually. Actually, he has built it up on the 2nd level, just behind the 2nd ramp there, the southern ramp. And I see those cavalry now having the armor upgrade for BraBox. Gonna take out that farm there. I think it was level 3, and they'll move in the back and start taking out these farms, which have not been really molested much the entire game. Well, as I say that, I look at one farm and it's level 1, so potentially I was wrong about that. But there are a lot of level 2 Mallorn trees here for MattysMirks. Might want to get rid of those so they don't really have the time to rebuild them, or rebuild his army there. Solas gonna take the single fire in the middle, but he's gonna lose the units there as soon as they do, basically. S.S.B. does have his outpost, but here comes Solas to knock it down. And MattysMirks looking to push back again, once again. He does have 3 Ents in the field, or 2 Ents in the field, as well as Treebird there. He actually has Mallorn trees. This eastern team does have Mallorn trees and furnaces on the basin of the map here, whereas the western team does not. Well, Solas does, or BraBox does have 1 farm there, but that is not as much in the way of farms or unit capacity for the eastern team here. It looks like they're going to be Dark Rangers after the level 3 Hall of the King's Men for Solas here. It's a good investment, I think. However, I think they're engaging the wrong unit there, attacking Treebeard instead of these Merkwoods. And as the Tower Guard engaging the Merkwood, or actually unable to really engage, might want to move and engage these Ents over here, while the Dark Rangers focus down the Merkwoods over here. And now Glorfindel charging right in, sitting amongst these pikes. The pikes are going to turn around and think and start attacking him. I think Glorfindel just might actually, potentially, he's not going to go down as the Merkwoods, all of them, do start targeting down the Tower Guards, and they take them out quite quickly. The Sorcerer going to go down there, and actually an End Summon now for MattysMirks. He's going to try and finish off this forward base here. There is going to be a Sorcerer in there. They're going to cast that Fell Strength ability. Actually going to be a Blight as well in that area where the Ents were summoned, and they're going to be slowed down as well as unable to really have any support units. The support units that sit in that area, they will turn into Wights. Excuse me, Leo's up to level, almost up to level 9 now. Now level 9. Taking off these level 2 Dark Rangers there. They're actually going to be a long shot though, going down on these Mirkwoods here. Not really going to do much damage as they're not really centralized. Lurtz is now up to level 8, just have that pillage ability for S.S.B, so he'll be able to get resources off of that. Now level 8 for Rogush. You saw earlier, I did not mention it, he just had that Rage in the North ability and did use it. Witch King now to level 5. At level 6 he will have that Terrible Fury, or essentially a Screech for a Nazgul. Karsh now on the field for Solas here. So he's going for the Angmar Hero Squad, which is very powerful indeed. Looks like now 4 or 5 battalions of cavalry here. Glorfindel going balls deep, doesn't really want to do this, and then all these rangers target him down, and with the cavalry now moving in, they're not Glorious Charge. They might want to activate that Glorious Charge. I've seen Angmar in the front there, but I don't see Theoden. I'm not sure actually if Theoden is still alive. A top Abominable Mel being summoned in the back. 4 Ents, 5 Ents, as well as Treebeard here. So one shot from these could basically take out any of these production buildings. There's a lot happening right here. Actually, the game is kind of lagging for me. I don't know if you can tell. Here comes Angmar and his army trying to get through. They're going to take a lot of losses there with all those Mythlons. A watcher going down the army of BraBox in the north with Rogash now pinned. He is taking damage from all these pikes, but actually up to level 6 now for the Witch King there. He is going to activate that terrible ability cause all those units to flee in terror. And I think Rogash might be safe for a little bit, but needs to be careful as there are Deathbringers and they will do high damage against these heroes. Karsh not really doing anything, just standing still and will get knocked far away. And he'll be targeted down, taking massive damage from all of these Mirkwoods, and he's going to die almost instantly there. For Agent of the North being activated for Rogash, he's going to walk through his pikes. Not one of the best choices. Trolls, when they walk through pikes, do take trample damage, or revenge damage as it is called when a cavalry unit tramples a pike. Wildman summon, or Unibet Orc summon for Solas going down on this archer line, but there's the Temple of Twilight down for Solas. He's going to lose both of them. I mean, he's going to lose it to all these Ents here. There's the Helmet summon going down. Treebeard's going to target down so quickly here. He's going to go down in a matter of seconds. There's Legolas going to be pinned there by the Mortal Corruption, I believe, from the Witch King, and actually a leap from Rogash on those archers, as well as the Dunedain summon, or actually just Athenian Rangers, all these Athenian Rangers for I can't remember the name, for BraBox there. And actually there is going to be a Dragon Strike level 25 from S.S.B on all 3 of those Hall of the King's men for Solas there. So he's going to lose all of his production, I believe, actually. I don't think he has any production in the moment. So yeah, I think that's Solas. He has no production. He's relying entirely on his heroes at the moment. So if he loses those, it's going to be a major blow. And actually they are... Rogash is very low health. Does need to be careful about losing him. Has already lost Karsh, actually. There's Angmar now pinned by Lurtz there with a cripple shot. And actually the Pikes are going to leave him alone for a second there. I don't think he's going to survive though. They're going to turn around and re-engage. The ballista's now in the front. Now firing on the archer core of BraBox there, and unless this cavalry army can do major pushback damage, take out some of this infrastructure here, which I don't think it can, I don't think it's strong enough, I really think that it's going to be hard for BraBox to come back into this game, and Solas too. BraBox has no fort, or he does have a fort, but BraBox and Solas have both lost this northern, or this forward ramp, this forward area of their base. And actually Solas, I think he's finally something on the builder to start rebuilding his production. But again, this is he is just now getting a Hall of the King's Den up. He doesn't have anything else in the way of production. And so this is going to be a major blow, as now it's basically going to be a small army of Solas's and BraBox versus MattysMirks full-on army. Actually, it looks like he lost most of his army. I think it was just too much happening there, and he lost most of his army to those Angmar heroes, actually. S.S.B did lose his outpost, but he did get knocked down, but he's going to be rebuilding it there. And actually, Solas actually taking this outpost in the north, but the Mirkwoods are going to go back and start taking it. Dunedain Raider coming in to take out all these pikes here, and this army over here, as well as Deathbringers actually. They're going to start taking damage from the Witch King over there, and they do not want to be engaging here. We're actually level 9 now, almost level 10 actually. Those Deathbringers are going to see the fate of their brethren and be fleeing for the hills with their lives. A level 3 N over here. I always have wondered why certain siege units do level up and certain do not. such as mountain giants and ents do level up, whereas catapults do not. I'm not sure exactly what the logic is there. But here comes MattysMirks now attempting to make a little bit of a push here with one end and all these Mythlid sentries. However, the Mirkwoods here kind of overextending a little bit. Solas has his hero squad minus Karsh there. I'm not sure if he's bought Karsh back, but it does have the frozen walls, or the ice shelf on his fortress. I'm just going to call it ice shelf for now. Actually, BraBox now engaging at point-blank range with these rangers. Does not want to be doing this. I don't know why they're even over here, as I did not see any sort of melee units here. Maybe attempting to take out these Deathbringers, but that is not worth the cost, actually. MattysMirks now trying to replenish the ranks of his Archer Corps. He has not upgraded level 3 and gone for those Noldor Warriors, as you can see. I kind of think he might want to do that, as they can, I believe they do have as much range as Mirkwoods or farther, and they honestly come fully upgraded. This Mountain Tree finally going to go down after making it to level 2, so it's been there for quite a while. But this furnace right here is just being rebuilt. The cavalry from BraBox is going to run into some pikes, needs to retreat. Actually, there's going to be MattysMirks throwing down the Cloud Break, and it's going to stun this cavalry army with the Berserkers, the pikes, and the Deathbringers all dealing damage, and they're going to be losing quite a lot of units there. I think a whole battalion infantry is going to go down there. And BraBox, I think he's actually going to maintain that last battalion, level 4 or level 3, and he's going to get them all out of there, but he's taking them back for well to heal up. Now Solas pushing up this northern ramp here. Blade appeared to be active for Glorfindel, but he's going to run into an Angmar hero squad. Doesn't want to be engaging here. It looks like the Farsight, as you can see, has been casting these rangers here, so they have a large range, as well as Legolas casting that Tree Nurture. I would love to see it if they can be auto-cast there. But actually a Fel one being cast, as well as the Blight, and there goes the leap from Rogash, turning all those units into whites. As you can see, it's just a blob of purple right now, as they're all summoned in the same spot. An avalanche as well from Solas going down on all the well there, as well as Glorfindel and an Ent there. So this fortress is in a little bit of trouble with all these whites. Might want to run in and do some serious damage to the fort. Maybe take out Glorfindel over there. However, there is a beacon for BraBox, as he is letting his ally know about an Ent summon going down on his area. And there's actually going to be an earthquake from BraBox as well, taking out the rest of this production over here. All this production over here has gone down. Level 2 barracks, all those Urk pits, and the Wildman clan setting. A lot of powers going down right now. You got a Gundabad summon from Solas there, trying to protect this forward base, as they do not really have a fortress there to defend it, so it is kind of a forward base at the moment, even though it was where they spawned in. Solas' heroes, I think, are going to be safe for a moment. It looks like there was a pin going on, but I'm not sure who it was. Maybe perhaps Glorfindel, I think, actually got moral corruption. The Ballista can try and work off these units from afar, but I don't think it's going to be very effective. There is going to ever be a Watcher summoning on Solas' army here. You take out quite a few of those thralls, however, they are not the higher tier units, and there are still a lot of Dark Rangers in the field for Solas there. This Angmar Hero Squad is looking very scary now, as they're all leveled, high level. Actually, it looks like Hour of the Witching has been cast, which resets all target enemy ability timers in the area. I believe it's an AoE area effect. Level 10 for Rogash there. I would assume Hwaldar is up to level 10 if Rogash is up to level 10. If I can select him. Karch is up to level 2. At level 5, you will get Blink, which is similar to Sheliv's Burrow ability. It does deal the AoE damage there. When it summons back out, he will be able to teleport to anywhere on the map. But the cavalry now gonna try and sneak and do some damage, take out these level 3 farms, level 3 live mill. Here comes Solas pushing on the back, and actually I think there is kind of a comeback here. Lert's gonna use his, I think he did use his cripple shot there. I'm not sure where though, as I don't see the hero is used on. It's used on Rogash over there. But Karj is going to be working on the Glorian Archers intended to deal with him. Glorious charge on these Rohirrim, and I think they want to take out this level 2 siege works here. They need to stop these ballistas from going out. But I think he's going to be focusing on taking out, Rogash, actually not taking out Rogash. Hey, Alerts over there. Witch King almost near death there, but those Rohirrim will take out Lurtz there. Solas now pushing back with another army of the Spearmen as well as Dark Rangers there, so they will be protected from cavalry. Now, as you can see, there has been on the field for a while a lot of siege for BraBox. You might want to invest in a level 2 siege works and get that flaming shots, as without the flaming shots, the trebuchets really do not deal a comparable damage to their opponents, their adversaries' siege units. And now this army looking in to take out all this remaining infrastructure over here. A lot of level 1 Urquhart, I think they've just got thrown up there. But here comes the cavalry now. They're not glorious charge, but they're potentially going to take out all these Urquharts. And actually, now the siege does have, I did not see actually. There was another siege works over here that does have that flaming shot ability. And those trebuchets are going to have an air revive drop from them. They're going to take fire damage. Going to have to move out of there fast. I didn't want to lose them. I think you will lose one, but they'll begin to work on that fort. And there is the cavalry army. We're here. I'm taking out one Urquhart. Going to go through a lot of pikes, so going to take a lot of losses there. There is going to be a cloud back there, but with MattysMirks, I think a major point of this push here is MattysMirks lost all of his production to the earthquake, and he has lost all of his units as well. So he's trying to build, I guess, push some of them up. He's spamming a lot of heroic statues in the back here, trying to cheapen the cost of his units. But again, he does not have any units in the field. I don't even know if he has the resources to afford it. He does have the cash, but I'm not sure what he's investing in over here. Because he doesn't have, again, still has nothing on the field. And his ally is getting utterly destroyed over here. The siege didn't get taken out, but here comes Solas with a push, as well as a lot of units here from BraBox here. He has those Summon Dunedain as well as some Athenian Rangers there. There is, however, going to be, I did hear it, there's going to be a Dragon Strike going down. It looks like on that level 3 Hall of the King's Men to stop those Dark Rangers from coming out. But there is Legos back in the field. He has his Airwind ability recently, but all those Dark Dunedain and Athenian are going to take him out quite easily. Thranduil on the field, but only level 1, not really going to be able to do much damage here, especially in his own with all these troops. An Eagle in the field for MattysMirks to try and take out these heroes potentially, but the fortress does go down to, I'm not sure what hero got that ability. There is going to be a blink from, as you can see, a blink just happened. Karsh just used it. He will teleport. I'm not sure where he's going to teleport actually. And actually, I'm not sure where he did teleport, but that is going to be S.S.B and MattysMirks actually going to be defeated there. So it looks like that game was over for Solas and BraBox, but with the pushback there, the loss of MattysMirks Archer Corps, he's going to lose his momentum, and the Solas and BraBox are going to be able to rebuild theirs and push right back through. That was an amazing game. Loved it. It was a lot of high tier units, a lot of high tier powers. I think Solas might want to maybe invest in those higher tier units earlier in the game, especially the Black Numenorians, or potentially build a Troll and Wolf Den. And I've not seen him build that at all this game. However, I am liking his use of the Sorcerers, and I do appreciate the use of S.S.B's Deathbringers. Are a very good counter to all those heroes that you did see from Solas there. An Angmar hero squad is one of the scariest hero squads to face with all those units there. And actually, now that we're at the end of the video, I did have a lot of stuff I need to talk to you about during the video, but there was no time to stop and really talk about it. So I kind of want to mention it here at the end if anyone's still listening. I'm not sure if anyone will, but I'm going to be starting a new video schedule. Part of it's not really going to affect you. I'm going to be casting 2 casts on one day and then uploading them over the course of 2 to So I'm going to be doing an actual cast for myself every other day. So this will hopefully be able to get y'all the casts that you want to watch out sooner and more reliably, as they will be already done. You won't have to worry about, is he going to be able to sit down and cast today? Well, it's going to be every other day. I'm going to sit down and cast 2 games. So they will be uploading every day then. As far as what's going to be happening then, every time I'm going to be casting, I'm going to be doing, for right now I'm going to be doing the tournament cast, but once that's over I'm going to be doing 3v3s and 4v4s, and then the other day, the other cast I'm going to be doing is going to be either 1v1 or 2v2s, as I do want to get those out to you. I know y'all really enjoy those, and I have heard some comments that that is really my strong point, so I do appreciate that, and I will be trying to get more of those out to you. I really enjoy casting in general, and I really do enjoy this Stonewain tourney, but I want to get back to, what I'm most comfortable with, what I feel like I have more time with when casting, and I think you can kind of hear my voice is a little bit gravelly from all that talking there. There was just so much going on. I'm thinking, I'm not sure exactly where I'm gonna keep that, because I'm gonna do a hop skip on the weekend, so I don't end up having it not the same day every week. But I think I'm gonna be doing 2 days of 1v1s and 2v2s during the weekends to help keep that schedule consistent through every week. But it's gonna be 2 casts done in one day. I'm gonna be doing a 3v3 or 4v4 or the tournament cast up till that is completed for now, and then a 1v1 or 2v2 on the other day. So that way I will have one off day to also help practice, as I have heard that I do need to play the game more to be able to cast better, and I do agree. I've not really had the time to sit down and do that, and it's kind of been bugging me with all that I have happened in my life with work and with this and with other stuff I have to do. I haven't really had the time to sit down and play, and I really do miss playing this game. I love enjoying casting, but I also enjoy playing, and I really do want to get better, because while I feel like I am a competent caster, as far as a player of the game, I am very underskilled. Also on the topic of casting, I've been looking at our subs, and I'm actually almost at 50 subs over here, which is really just boggles me that there's this many people who want to cast. I mean, I would hope that I would get this much, but it still is just a little bit mind-blowing. So at 50 subs, I think I'm going to be doing a special cast. I've been looking through some games on the replay channel at Game Replays, or replay section on GameReplays.org, and there is a cast I saw that looks to be a very special one and a very interesting and very entertaining cast, and I will probably be doing that when I reach 50 subs. So I can't wait to do it. I did have a peek preview to it, because it did look like it was going to be something that would be for the ages, and it sure is, so I can't wait to get that casted. I'm also thinking about doing a Patreon page or channel. I'm not sure anything about that. I've had some recommendations to do so, and I haven't looked into it. I've done a little bit of research on it, but I haven't really done anything towards it. I just want to get y'all's input. Would y'all be interested in me doing that? Would y'all be think that's a good idea? Would anyone be interested in actually using it? So yeah, that's kind of everything I have written down for now. I hope y'all enjoyed that cast. That was just an amazing game, and I hope y'all stayed long enough to listen to my rant and get all this information through, because I meant to do it right there at the beginning, but there was just too much to talk about, I felt like, during the game. So I hope y'all enjoyed this cast, and I hope y'all enjoyed my rant and bearing with me as I get all this information out to y'all. I will be seeing y'all tomorrow. I think I'm going to start this schedule actually tomorrow, so I'm going to be doing 2 casts tomorrow, and then on Thursday I'll just be uploading the second cast. I will see y'all tomorrow, and y'all have a wonderful, amazing, fantastic frickin' day.